Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So, the Stalker update is finally dropped. We finally have people who are able to stock our shelves for us in Supermarket Simulator. This came out way earlier than I had anticipated. I'm actually really kind of pumped and excited about how quickly these guys are getting these updates out, because I was just getting to the point to where I'm just like, I think I'm gonna stop playing this game for a while and just wait until the other employees get added, because it was just becoming too much. And right around that time is when that update dropped. I was in the middle of a live stream and I happened to see it and I started playing it. I got some footage from that too if you guys are interested in seeing that, you want to see my initial reaction to this. But I've been messing around with it quite a bit now, and I've gotten a good idea of how the system works and the little quirks and nuances around it, how to make these guys properly do what you want them to do, and how you should kind of format and set up your storage room to make sure that they're behaving optimally. I don't know if I pronounced that word correctly. Optimally. There you go. Just so you can get the best results out of them, because obviously the game is still in early access, so these guys are a little buggy, but they tend to work out just fine. So obviously space is important. You want to make sure your shelves are properly spaced. I kind of have a categorization system going on here. It's not super strict, but kind of sorta. So cleaning products, toilet paper and stuff is here. Right behind here on this rack I have a lot of the drinks, the milk, all the sodas, the waters and stuff like that. I got the beers and the kegs there. And then over here I have condiments and salt, and there's a little bit of organization. Like, it's not super meticulously set up, but there is a good sense of like, okay, if I'm looking for something, I know generally where I need to go to get it. You really don't want to set this up by having things all over the place just randomly, because it gets crazy hectic in here, and it really, it's hard to maintain, especially when you're looking for stuff. The one thing I noticed immediately, these guys, they go in the stores, they grab boxes, and they stock the shelves, and they will stock whatever you have available in the storeroom on the shelves. They have a new system now where you can actually lock an item onto a specific shelf. So even if all the bread sells on this shelf, this is still the bread shelf, so to speak. Until you change it physically yourself to something else, they'll continue to put bread on this shelf whenever it's out, which is a very good addition. I was worried about that not being the case, but it seems like they were ahead of the game on that one, so they had that already kind of figured out for us. So that's nice. As you can see, they kind of hang out here until given something to do. Like I was trying to say before, any boxes that you order that come in here, they do not take them into the storeroom. So that's still your job, which is good and bad. It's good because it's like I still have something to do. You know what I mean? Like, there's still, outside of just buying stuff, there's still something for me to do, which is great. It's bad because I'm lazy, and the more automation, the better. I know that's terrible, but it is what it is. So I have kind of a random kind of whatever I don't exactly have a spot for shelf over here. And I plan on putting another one here too. So that way, kind of like, if you have an item that's basically in limbo, like something you haven't decided where it's going to go yet, it's a good idea to have some backup shelves over off to the side, separated from everything else, where you can place stuff temporarily until you figure out where you want it to be. It's a really good strategy that I kind of came up with on the fly, because you will be unlocking new stuff. Obviously, you're going to be unlocking new things, new food products or whatever, and they're not going to immediately have a space in here. Now, mind you, this last shelf here this is my clusterfuck shelf. Like, nothing here makes any real sense. This is just really kind of all over the place. Everything else up until this point is generally organized. Like, I kind of got some type of system going on, but this shelf right here is a hot ass mess. So eventually I'm going to get that one together, and it took me quite a while to get these ones kind of where I wanted them to go. So, but these guys work pretty good. They work pretty efficiently. Let's go ahead and swap over to the next day. Get that out of the way. So here we go. Once again, this was the entire point of having this, and this is what makes this so exciting and so useful. 51 satisfied customers on day 116. Products not found expensive was the only issue, and most importantly, 0 products not found. That is what you want to maximize your money. We had an income of $4,000, but we spent quite a bit on products and stuff, but we did still make a pretty good profit. So once you have your system set up here, so milk, candies, sushi, and I haven't really been messing around with the pricing because that's the other part of your job. And to be honest, I'm not going to really meticulously go in and mess around with the pricing of items until they kind of set it up and establish a system where you can do it in your computer, because that'll just be a lot easier for me. Because you can go into the computer and look and see what's on sale, but once you get to the point to where you have this many items, you know, it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Like, you really got to go in and look here and see what's on sale and then go adjust the price, and that's kind of annoying. So I don't want to deal with that right now, so I'm not gonna. If some people find items to be too expensive, you know, it is what it is. And if some people happen to get a deal because items are cheaper than they should be because prices went down or up or whatever, whatever, that's fine. It is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna dwell on that because that's just a lot of extra brain power I have to expend. And as I stated before, I'm lazy, so I'm not gonna do that. Otherwise, though, like I said, the system seems pretty good. The people who are stocking the items seem to be fairly competent. I've only had a few instances of them getting stuck or locked in somewhere. And essentially what happens is, if you're, let's just say your stock person is stuck here, for example, it's safe to assume he's trying to get something here. So just kind of cycle through and just grab a box from each shelf until he gets unstuck, because eventually he'll go do something else, because chances are he's trying to grab one of these and it's not really working. So if you grab whatever one he's attempting to grab, then it tends to unlock him and he can get around and do whatever he wants to do. Otherwise, I mean, these guys are pretty straightforward. They act exactly how you would assume they would act, and I think they did a pretty good job overall. So just for an example here, we're going to buy some sushi, which is one of the items that went up in price. So now we can see that and we know. But we need more sushi, obviously. And the way you can tell is if, like, there shouldn't ever be, like, this is your indicator to know what's in your storeroom. Because I know a lot, like, if you look at this storeroom, you're just like, holy crap, how am I supposed to know what's all in here? You can look at the signs, but even that's tedious. Here's your indicator, right here. You look inside of your store, there should never ever be any empty shelves. If there is an empty shelf anywhere, then you know you don't have it in the storeroom, because it won't be empty if you did have it in the storeroom. So that's going to be your indicator to buy that item. And that makes things a lot easier than going into the storeroom and, you know, trying to do I have this type of hunt. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. But as you can see, I bought these. They came out here, and they're not going to pick these up. They're not going to pick these up at all. This is my job, my responsibility to pick these up, so I have to come out here and grab them. And then I can put them wherever it is I planned on or wanted them to be, which I genuinely, at this moment, don't remember where I had the sushi going. So we'll put it down here on the floor, in the exact place that sushi should probably never go. Down here on the floor. And then, wait, I bought 2 large boxes too, right? No, I think I only bought the... Yeah, I don't think I bought these either. Okay. I thought I bought both of those, but I didn't. So which one went up? See, this one's 24. The market price is $24.91, so we can make this 25. And then that one's 21. That's great. Okay. So this is the new sushi spot. because I don't remember where my other one was initially. And there you go. Also, too, very important, there are going to be some boxes or whatever that you're going to want to have multiple shelf spaces for, because these boxes only hold a certain amount of items. Clearly, you only need one space for boxes like this, the elongated, skinny ones. You're only going to need one space for the smaller boxes like this, obviously. These boxes right here, no, not those. These boxes right here, the bigger, flatter boxes or whatever, if there's only a few items in there, like these tablets or whatever, it might be beneficial to have 4 spots instead of 2. But you gotta kind of figure that out on your own. Like, for example, the packs of meat, these have like 32 in them. So these definitely only really need 1 spot. There's no need to go any like deeper than that, honestly. And I have stuff like this entire shelf is designated for potatoes. Like, this is the potato shelf. It's 100% potatoes. And then this one, 100% toilet paper. And the reason I do that is because obviously there's only 4 in the box, and you're going to constantly be at the store trying to buy and keep up with them selling so quickly, especially if you have them priced normally. It's just going to be a bit of a hassle. So anything that takes up one entire space on a shelf, you might want to give it its own rack just to be safe. It's worth it. Absolutely worth the price. Just pay the money for the extra rack. Give those big box items their own rack. They deserve it. Kegs, once again, big box item. Chicken, once again, entire rack specifically for them. And I think that's kind of it. There's probably some more stuff I can touch on, really, but I mean, that's the straightforward version. Honestly, if you want to hear more about my opinions on this and how it works, then make sure you guys are subscribed, and so you can see my live streams whenever they go up, because I talk a lot about what's going on with this and how it works, and we work out strategies and try to figure out the best way to do things in this game during the live streams. So yeah, make sure you're subbed and you got notifications on so you can get notified when that happens. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you like my store here. It is a hot mess. It's kind of, I don't know how I came up with this layout, but it's somehow functioning, so try not to be too harsh. Alright guys, thanks for watching.